welcome to all of our viewers from around the world. We have quite a game in prospect here, just waiting for the players to emerge, and we will be underway. And here we have Lazio against Roma. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Begley.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
And we're underway. Basta. Lazio were imperious when the two sides last met. The fans are asking for more of the same. Romulo. Forward it goes. A real chance to break. Castillejo. Who's he going to play in? Chip through, towering header! It's anyone's ball! Lazio have a terrific defensive record over the last 5 games. Pedro. Going full steam ahead down the left flank. Pedro. Sorted that out. Pedro not want to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, that was a mini show of self-confidence. It may spark another try or another trier.
Oh, well defended. That had to be done. That was one quality pass away from being a very decent chance. Looked very promising.
Lazio seem to have chosen a tougher route through the middle. That was easily read and dealt with.
Krejci tries to get it forward quickly. Djordjevic looks to slip it through. He's got options out wide. He proceeds it all the way. Aimed long and direct.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Aimed long and direct. Well positioned to make that interception. Now it's Pedro. Now the counter. Pedro passes it through. Djordjevic. Djordjevic! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Jesus has a swing at it!
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
He's got away. Forward pass. Krejci plays a clever pass. Krejci produced a good ball to find. And it's Pedro. Still going. Where to next? Over it. Great leap! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Verona can defend those situations better by stopping the crosser at source.
Looks like a good ball through. It's come loose. Oh, the whistle's gone. What's he given? And the referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Big chance. Goes for it. And another time.
That's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
Out for a throw. Pugh cutting down that right flank. Now it's Boateng. Tries a through ball, and he's made certain that won't get through. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Pedro delivers across. Another fruitless header.
Lazio might just feel they're onto something here despite not putting that away, you know.
Pedro. Oh, good interception. Forward it goes. Now the pass. Tries lifting it over. He'll have a dip! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Ball is over the line. And it's Djordjevic. Filip Djordjevic with the ball through. Can he finish? Goal! Lazio! strike. You've got to say, the odds on him missing from there were very slim.
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
Lazio themselves into the lead.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
The referee brings the first half to a close. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, that certainly pleased the fans, and the players are definitely happy with that scoreline. The question is now, can they protect it?
Having to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. Off we go once more. Lazio carry a one-goal lead into the second half. Roma, whose manager came in for a bit of flack after their previous result.
Look, some of the scrutiny is a bit over the top these days, and you're damned if you do and damned if you don't. But he really didn't help himself. His decision-making was puzzling, to say the least.
Play for a throw. Boateng passes it through. Djordjevic, and the finish! Back of the net! And this is getting better and better.
Well, that defence just wasn't expecting their midfield to mess up then, so when they did, they were caught completely cold by such a swift breakaway and such a well-worked finish too.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. Lazio get themselves a two-goal cushion.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
Up towards the front line. Oisbrook goes for goal! Roma.
This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight?
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier. Lazio, what a good way to assert your authority for this second period. They were prepared to commit numbers forward into attacking positions, and the risk has been deserved.
Looking to shoot! That was venomous! Tries to dink it in. Shots on! Shoots! Another save.
Oh, that's a stunning save. I mean, his reflexes were incredible then. That's as good a save as you'll see.
Djordjevic. He's effectively being marked out of the game here.
Yeah, and they finally reacted, but they could have been more switched on before he scored.
Lazio haven't made a substitution yet. Oh, sweet feet from him there. Pedro, time to deliver. Hits one! It's gone a long way up and away. Romulo. Looks to thread it through. Promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. Krejci, a delicate ball. Pugh. And it's Pedro. Looks like a good ball. Going for goal! Oh, surely that deserved better.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
It so nearly came off for him.
Philip Djordjevic very nearly making something happen there. You can't keep a good man down.
Into the channel. Krejci to get on the end of this. Basta gets it back. We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Can he put it away? And he's straight offside. Basta. And it's Caicedo. Well, they could break here. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Little accusatory stare there tells the whole story.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Tries to get it forward quickly. He's put a stop to that. Basta. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Pedro, ball's out on the left now. He's left his man. There are a few waiting for it. Pedro. Goes wide. And he's cut it out. Aimed long and direct. Chance to break. There goes the final whistle. The manager heads down the tunnel, swathed in satisfaction. His team have carried out his instructions to the word, and they have got their win. That You look back on the game then, Jim.
Lazio simply imposed their strength from start to finish, and this became as predictable as predicted.
So before we go, many thanks to Jim Beglin for his input, and from us both, good afternoon. So a warm welcome to you all. We will be underway very shortly once all the pleasantries are complete. And our live game is Lazio against Bari. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beckley.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
The whistle. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, I think if we're hoping for something special, then it could come from Pedro. He may not offer much in the way of finesse, but he's very efficient, a good decision maker, and a strong member of this lineup, so look out for him.
I think the opposition defence agreed too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Basta. He's having a look round. Kozak, dashing forward at pace. Oh, good interception. Now the pass. Oh, he's in! Goes for goal! There it is! There is the breakthrough! He was urged to shoot, and he duly delivered.
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
Bari have an early lead. Good start. Big chance! Oh, great save, real class.
Well, as Tesco, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
And he just whacks it away. Lazio have been good here at home, undefeated in the last 5. Dumichelis passes it through. Bari have statistically the worst defence in the league. It's gone out for a throw-in. Kozak. Tries to get it forward quickly. Shakes for an overhead. Lazio are seeing plenty of the ball at the moment, but still they trail. Cuts it out. Lazio seem to me to be being rather cagey here.
It is cagey. You only have to remember what happened when the sides last met, the way they went behind in that match. That's what's causing their caution.
And it's Djordjevic. Basta. Adrian Silva. Looks like a good ball through. He's had a go! No mistake! Lazio back on level terms. Filip Djordjevic did well there. He was onto it in a trice.
Well, look, there's only one player who merits all the praise for that. Not only did he finish it, but his instincts for being where he was are absolutely top-notch.
Lazio grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Look, get your seatbelts on, because this is showing all the signs of another roller coaster ride.
Plays it into the channel. Now here's the through ball. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Basta. Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Keeper's not concerned by that.
Adrian Silva cannot really be faulted for having a go. He's usually more capable.
That's a poor kick by the keeper. He's just given it straight back. Looks to slip it through. Filip Djordjevic gets it, and now can he put it away? Just too much. Fractions.
Moussa Sissoko nearly produced a moment of magic. He knew the strike was pure.
Plays it out to the flank. And it's Kozak. Kozak with the ball through. Stuck out a leg for a good challenge. Aimed long and direct. Pedro takes a look up. Pedro. Going through. Pedro.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Antonelli gets into the right position to intercept. Adrian Silva. Pedro. He's got away. Now it's Silva. Pedro brings it out wide. Adrian Silva plays it back with shots on. Goal! Lazio! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Lazio. There's the end of the first half. Lazio come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. And we are up to the break.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Lazio head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. Gets things going for the second half. Bari have come to the defence of their manager after he came in for some stick regarding some of his decision-making.
I think it was quite fair, the criticism he received. He was blind to an obvious problem, and he was far too slow in reacting to it. He was never going to get away with that.
And it's Pedro. And the weighted pass. It's a brilliant interception. Caution. Forward it goes. And he's made sure that that won't get through. Tries a through ball. Bashtar. Into the box. And a header! Now it's Djordjevic. It's on a plate. Shakes the shoots. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Bashta. Oh, sweet feet. It's Silva! It's Sissoko!
Musa Sissoko weighed up the options and picked the wrong one.
It so nearly came off for him.
Musa Sissoko very nearly making something happen there. You can't keep a good man down.
Out to the flank.
Caution.
Played out to the wing.
Bari are definitely going about this the right way.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Spot on, Peter.
And it's Djordjevic.
They're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting.
No.
It's probably cautionary. Don't dive in, try to pinch it or intercept so nobody can get in behind.
Looking to break out here. Out to the left it goes. Now the pass. Massive leap! And a second time! He's scored!
You know, we may be looking at another classic here, and I'm not going to guess what's going to happen next, but that is great togetherness and resolve.
He was never going to miss from there.
Oh, players like this fella almost have a sixth sense to get themselves in such great poaching positions. How quick-minded was that?
Towering header! Oh, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Bari can defend those situations better by stopping the crosser at source.
Oh, he really wanted that.
Well, Peter, I think it's fairly obvious he's one of the biggest influences out there.
Djordjevic. Sissoko. It's pretty clear that he's being singled out.
Yeah, and they finally reacted, but they could have been more switched on before he scored.
Referee has just said play on. Lovely feet. Played into the middle, and he's there to cut it out.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Pedro going full steam ahead down the left flank. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a win.
Hits one! That's a real chance missed.
Well, maybe the tension around this game played a part in that, because he should have put them ahead there.
It so nearly came off for him.
Yeah, he's been at the centre of a lot of things, hasn't he? Mostly good, I should add.
Looks to clip it forward. And he's made certain that won't get through. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Both sides a bit lacking in intent.
Lazio showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Looks to thread it through. Oh, glorious footwork!
Bari merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
What a throw in.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb. Well, what we're witnessing now just goes against the grain. They're not going to get back into the game like this.
Great challenge. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, nobody is totally satisfied, but it was a more than decent game, a super watch, and it ends in a draw. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Lazio may have approached this game as a probable win, Peter, and didn't address the basics properly that may have achieved it.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. So hello and a warm welcome to all of you worldwide. We're just waiting for the central characters to make their appearance and then we will be underway. The teams then, Napoli against Lazio. This is Peter Drury and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
So it's down to business here. So this is round two between these two sides who have already met once this season. Kuzmanovic. Mikel Rico. Mertens. Forward it goes. Mikel Rico with a long pass out wide. Lazio were imperious when the two sides last met, and the fans are asking for more of the same. Mertens. And it's Djordjevic. Now it's Nani. Nani. Has a shot! Mertens gets it back, passes it through. Pedro, he's got away, cut out in the nick of time, aimed long and direct. Now it's Mertens. Napoli on the receiving end of some fairly harsh criticism, mainly about the tactical choices made by the boss.
Yeah, but he brought the criticism upon himself by making substitutions that didn't really make sense.
Going for goal! That really should have hit the net.
Well, talking about a man on a mission, that was a super effort. Look, they may have nothing to show for it so far, but this is one determined start.
Nani shoots! Goal! Lazio! And Lazio score first! An act of charity gratefully received. Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Zaza. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. He's had a go! Mikel Rico tries to get it forward quickly. Lorenzo Insigne. Djordjevic. Mikel Rico has been included in the starting 11 for the first time in some weeks. Now it's Zaza. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. And it's Djordjevic. Pedro goes through the middle, goes for goal! Brilliant from Pedro! And already they're looking to run away with it.
That's always a great sight, you know, on a football pitch. Nimble footed, show great balance and a really cool head to finish. And that kind of dribbling is really smart.
Lazio have a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
That is terrific skill. Shapes the shoots. Potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Nani might possibly be accused of a little selfishness, but his endeavour was to be admired.
It so nearly came off for him.
Nani certainly tends to cast his influence, and he's in imposing mood again.
Mertens. Allen. Mertens. Looks to slip it through. Allen. That intervention was very necessary. Forward it goes. And now they can launch a counter. He's left his man. Looking to get within range. Great ball and shoots! Decent enough try.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Aimed long and direct. And it's Zaza. Kuzmanovic. Try as they might, they just couldn't get into an attacking area. Breaks on here. Out to the left it goes. Well weighted. Pedro. Can he put it away? Mertens. Allen. Mertens. Kuzmanovic tries to get it forward quickly. Zaza! A great save, real class.
Well, you can't ask.
There's the whistle for half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Lazio go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. And we're underway again. Nani. On a strong run down the right. Big chance! Lazio come here off the back of that highly entertaining 2-2 draw. Raul Albiol. Mario Rui. Lorenzo Insigne. Raul Albiol. Some astute defending to ensure they got no further. Nani. Header! More and more and more and more! They are running riot! And surely that settles it! A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
Lazio take a 3-goal lead and they are romping out of sight. It's Kaya Hon. Kuzmanovic. Rico hoists it high.
This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight.
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier.
Rico. That's the throw. Kuzmanovic. Mikhail Rico.
Lazio, what a good way to assert your authority for this second period. They were prepared to commit numbers forward into attacking positions, and the risk has been deservedly rewarded.
Shot a goal! That is wayward. Pedro. Adrian Silva. Now it's Djordjevic. I think the first substitutions will be coming up pretty soon. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Cajon. And here's the chance to counter. Insigne. Tries a through ball. And helps available out wide. Looking to break out here, and it's Djordjevic. Good running with the ball, can they build on it? Coaxed out to the wing. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Alan did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Pedro. In for a header! That is a class save, he had to be at his best.
Lazio were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
Oh, he really wanted that.
But that's the motivation and enthusiasm he shows and the quality he produces.
They've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Where to from here? Silva. Pedro. Wants to play it back. Shoots! Out to the flank. Pedro. It's Pedro! It goes to show he is human after all.
Well, the most exciting sight on a football pitch. He had too much trickery for that defence. Brilliant.
It so nearly came off for him.
Pedro, very nearly making something happen there. You can't keep a good man down.
Chooses to go back. Looking to shoot. What about it? Over the hills and far away. No catching them now. A momentary lapse exploited with glee. He's made it two, and no doubt he's hungry for more. Here's a change that was in the offing. Last one allowed. Lazio totally rampant here. Allen plays it forward. Played out to the right. More than happy to take the muscular approach. And now the breakaway. Pedro. Kuzmanovic. And that is put paid to that. Play for a throw. Lazio making consecutive changes here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it. I think that's happened in this case.
And the finish! Looks like a good ball through. Pedro. Pedro. Dembele. Lorenzo Insigne. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. To Michelis. And the referee brings it to a close. Lazio, very much the dominant side, almost the only side. Every time they got on the ball, they looked like scoring. It is a landslide. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think it's all about setting the right tone at the start of a match, and if you can back that up with an early goal, it just energises everybody, the whole performance, and I think they were certainly more fluid as a result of the early goal.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish Soaking up the pre-match atmosphere here as we wait for things to get started. Won't be long now before we get through the formalities. A warm welcome, one and all. And here we have Lazio against Inter. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
And that gets things running. So this is round two between these two sides who have already met once this season. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
The exciting Ivan Perisic. Tall and rangy, but he has a deft touch and enough pace to move clear of attention. He's always looking to shift the ball onto that left foot too, and he packs real power with it.
Well, quite no argument for me on that one. Rafinha clips one through. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Yeah, you'll have to practice a little more patience before deciding to run. It can make all the difference.
Antonelli. Lazio are unbeaten in their last 5 here. Struck. Tries to dink it in. That's been won straight back. Forward it goes. Played out to the right. Lazio coming off the back of a ruthless and comprehensive win. He's got the ball glued to his feet. Fired deep towards the back post. Pedro. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner.
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
And he's surging through. Looks like a good ball through. And he's there to cut it out. Rafinha, second half strike, opened the scoring in his last game. Perisic goes looking. Struck. Looks to slip it through. Pedro, he's got away. Gets it upfield. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Tries to get it forward quickly. Now it's Djordjevic. Nani. Konoplyanka, no goals as yet. Played out to the wing. He's got options out wide. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Aimed long and direct. Well, they could break here. Now the pass. That'll be a throw-in. And it's Pedro. Is it in? Goal! Lazio! And that's it. That was always inevitable. broken. It's 1-0.
Still a fragile lead, though. They can't afford to sit on this.
Konoplyanka. Who's he going to play in? He's left his man. He's had a shot! Konoplyanka. Plays it out to the wing. Tries one! In for the follow-up! And he's pumped it home! Inter are back in business! He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
Oh, players like this fella almost have a sixth sense to get themselves in such great poaching positions. How quick-minded was that?
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
Now the counter. Tries a through ball. Now surely. Dashing forward at pace. And it's Djordjevic. It is quite a run he's making here. Passes it through. Whipped in. That intervention was very necessary. Perisic plays it forward. Rafinha. Ranocchia. Rafinha just brushed off the ball there. Oh, chance to break. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? Goes long. Bieland. There's the end of the first half. Genuinely interesting game here. Very, very watchable. 2 goals, 1 each. It's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. And so we're off again. Djordjevic. Bieland. Perisic plays it forward into Milan, whose manager came in for a bit of flack after their previous result.
Listen, there's just no hiding place, and it was refreshing to hear him admit to getting it wrong. He miscalculated, human error, we move on.
Bieland. Ranocchia. Konoplyanka. Rafinha. Ranocchia. Strickland. Looks like a good ball through. Referee's given a throw. Nani. Adrian Silva. Now the pass. Going through. Ranocchia can hoist it clear. And it's Silva. Has a swing at it! Oh, great save, real class.
Well, as Tesco to the keeper, he's just received an A+ grade.
It's a ball kick. Stroop. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Tries a through ball, drilled in low. And the ball is out of play. Nani, the shot's on! Perisic tries to get it forward quickly. The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Inter Milan keeping their men at arm's length here.
Yeah, I just think it's a conservative move to deny runners the opportunity of going beyond that rear guard.
Silva. Timely intervention. Konoplyanka goes looking. Chance to break. And the weighted pass. Good defending. He knew he had to stop it right there. Well, no doubt someone is being given special treatment here.
Well, he's the quarterback equivalent, so I'm not surprised that he's being closed down first.
Into the channel. Konoplyanka. Lazio still have one last substitution available. Stroop. Rafinha. And it's Konoplyanka. Looks to slip it through. Lovely feet. In towards the middle. Cut out in the nick of time. Boateng. Forward. What does he try from here?
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Bieland. Rafinha. Perisic. Konoplyanka. Has a pop! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Well, maybe the tension around this game played a part in that, because he should have put them ahead then.
Lazio have chosen to bring on the last of their substitutes.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by...
Goes for goal! Goal! Inter! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Well, you've got to say, the odds on him missing from there were very slim.
I just think it's clever positioning from clever movement, and when all of that is synchronised with the right pass, that's what happens.
Inter Milan go into the lead.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant. Inter are clearly looking to kill this game off. It's keeping the ball away from the other end too.
João Cancelo gets it away. Inter Milan look as though they're about to make a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
João Cancelo. Rafinha tries to stroke it through. Helps available out wide. Felipe Anderson gets it back. Plays a clever pass.
Inter probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
Antonelli. Time added on will be 2 minutes.
Strootman.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that is truly disappointing. It is a results business, and this result is worth nothing. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Lazio definitely struggled to get going. That was sensed by their support early on, and it just compounded the frustration.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom, and to wish you all... So hello and a warm welcome to all of you worldwide. We're just waiting for the central characters to make their appearance and then we will be underway. And here we have Roma against Lazio. I'm Peter Drury and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Much more than just a game. The Olympic Stadium just lives for the Rome derby. Round two between these two sides who have already met once this season. The curtain goes up on the latest rendition of this massively anticipated derby. Lazio, after this frantic spell of games, fixture congestion always brings with it issues around fatigue and injury.
Yeah, and the manager has got to look towards squad rotation now. A bigger part of his job is to keep a freshness and energy about the team.
Perotti. And he's cut it out. Aimed long and direct. And now the breakaway. Tries a through ball. Cedric Suarez gets it back. No complaints about that challenge. Robust but fair. Now the pass. Sergio Garcia. Cedric Suarez with a long pass out wide. Sergio Garcia. Plenty waiting in the middle. Shoots! Safety. Pugh tries running with the ball at his feet. It's on a plate. He's had a shot. Lucent and another time. He's done very well to get to that.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Keeper. He's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And it's Mitroglou. Good challenge. He just stood firm. Sergio Garcia scored a great individual goal for the opener in his last game. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Ramsey is the guilty party there. Ramsey gets his final warning.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Lazio put together a 5-game unbeaten run away from home. Adrien Silva. Oh, full-blooded challenge, and it had to be. Played out to the right. Sergio Garcia. Now it's Mitroglou. And he has been fouled there. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. their manager in the wake of criticisms levelled at him in recent days?
I think tactically he didn't make a good job of things for starters, and then compounded matters in trying to correct it. I only hope he's thick-skinned.
Sissoko. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. 0-0 still. The chances though.
Yeah, those longer balls forward are definitely having more of an impact, something that should have been resorted to before now.
Perotti with a good steal, well played. Troglou with a delicate ball. He's going after it. Sergio Garcia showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He's got away. Pew. Carvalho did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
Troglou. Master battles to win it back. Federico Fazio. And it's Perotti. Adrian Silva. Antonelli. Where to from here? Throw in. Oh, good interception. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Sergio Garcia passes it through. Adrian Silva. Bashta. And that's been levered clear. And it's Silva. Perotti. He's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. Here we go again then.
Well, the first half didn't really produce the goals we'd have liked. Hopefully they've been saved for the second. For that to be the case, though, we'll need to see more energy and invention early on.
Sissoko. Bashta. Going through. Oh, sweet feet from him there. Perotti. Lazio, a frustrating loss last time, from which the boss is hoping for a reaction. He's gone out for a throw-in. Cazorla. Ramsey. Perotti. Ramsey. Mitroglou clips one through. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. Sissoko plotting from out on the right-hand side. He's left his man. Sissoko. He's put a stop to that. It's a throw. That intervention was very necessary. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, he stayed down, and he's in very obvious discomfort here. Ramsey. And it's Ramsey. Looks to clip it forward. Sergio Garcia has a goal! Sorry, the outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Adrian Silva. Crunching tackle. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. Silva. It's one! Oh, it's bounced out! He has done it! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. Great reactions in front of goal. He just saw what was on.
Well, for me, that's just pure predatory brilliance. It's not so much the finish, but the way he read the situation when nobody else was even alert to it. It's fantastic.
Checks on the touchline, a change about to occur. Lazio take the lead, 1-0.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Sergio Garcia plays it into the channel. Sergio Garcia. There are a few waiting for it.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must. Tries one! Can surely this time! Whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Another piece of really good defending. Into the channel. Pugh. Here's a corner. The goalkeepers to claim. Looks like a good ball through. Caicedo. Can he score? It's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Lazio have chosen to bring on the last of their substitutes.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it. I think that's happened in this case.
Lazio take a 2-goal lead, and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
Just brushed off the ball there. Mitroglou plays it out to the wing. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Sissoko is effectively being marked out of the game here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Ricardo Carvalho. And it's Orlandi. He's got away. Looks to slip it through. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. It's Caicedo. No question, that's a foul. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Challenge, but well within the laws. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Pew. It's Caicedo. Basta. Hurtles into the tackle. Perotti. Ramsey. Boateng. Pew. Carvalho cuts it out. Cazorla. Musa Sissoko. Nainggolan. Goes looking. It's a loose ball. Perotti with the ball through. Is it in? Trying to get there. That may well be that. That is that. Lazio always looked the more driven side, probably the better side, and nobody is arguing about the result. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Lazio made their intentions clear that nothing else but a win would do. These games are always tough, you know, it's not always about form, it's not always about class or style, it's about pride, and they showed loads of that. Their attitude was spot on today.
So that's it for today. Thank you, Jim. And good afternoon all.